I got hands on with the Huawei Mate 30 Pro. This thing hasn't been released in China yet. The launch date and the sales date is actually after the European launch, but it is in the shops, so let's take a look at it. First impressions, very, very good, solid device. This new waterfall display, which I actually saw first in the Vivo Nex, is really top class. It really is an evolution of the Edge display, and when you get it in your hands, it makes total sense. The bezels around the edges are basically non-existent right now. You can see everything just falls off into the side of the device. It looks really great. Accidental touches are literally zero. The sides of the device do not respond to touches when you're holding it. So you can use the phone as normal, but it just looks way more modern, way more sleek. Of course, it still does have that notch at the top, but it is full of tech up there. You can see I am actually holding the sides of the device and I can scroll no problems. If I touch the side, it will not scroll, but if I move my fingers onto the front of the panel of the screen, it slides no problem. Huawei haven't gone for the absolute best screen. It doesn't have 90 Hz. It certainly isn't the highest resolution screen, but I think it does the job very well. It's a good looking screen. It has that waterfall display, or as Huawei called it, the horizon screen. But as we move forward, not having 90 Hz might be a detractor to the device. No speaker grill at the top. You just get the front bezel full of 3D Face ID components and cameras. It looks okay, but having recently seen the Vivo Nex, which is completely bezel-less with no notch, it doesn't look as good as that, but it does have more tech up there. This looks so different to the Mate 20 Pro. It looks a lot more similar to the P30 Pro, which I'll compare it to in a second. The colors are really modern. They're a big upgrade on the design that we got last year, in my opinion. The flash on the side there is completely flush, actually under the glass. Overall, I think the design is very Huawei. It's not the absolute most elegant design, I don't think, but overall I think it's a solid effort and an upgrade over the Mate 20 Pro. You can see the red power button there, but there are no volume rockers on the Mate 30 Pro. You have to double tap the screen and then the volume slider comes up, and then you use the edge of the screen to move the slider. You can also do it on the left hand side. You have to wait for the right hand side to go, double tap, and then you can change the volume like that. It's a really cool feature. That quad camera system back there is, as you would expect, a little bit of an upgrade over the P30 Pro, definitely in the video area. Not for zoom though. I did take some quick shots and it's as you would expect. Very good looking photos, exposed very well, very sharp. Huawei seem to have toned down the digital sharpening on portraits, which is a good thing. This is the ultra wide. Notice that the shape or size of the actual image changes. Look here, it changes actual size. I'll show you again. The ultra wide, it takes a wider shot, and then going into the main camera, that's because the sensor sizes are different shapes. This is going into 2x zoom, sharpness is kept, and 5x zoom, a lot of sharpness is kept. This is 30 times all the way in, and Huawei are just the kings for zoom in photo. It's still so sharp that far away. A quick portrait shot, it did a decent job. There was a little bit of blur in the photo there where I didn't want it, but it was okay. I'll have to test out the video and the photo a lot more when I get my unit, when it goes on sale in China. I'll be comparing that to the P30 Pro and some other phones, so subscribe if you want to see that. This is just a very quick video I shot in the shop. But yeah, I'll be comparing this to the P30 Pro, which still does have Google services. So you might be looking for that one over the Mate 30 Pro. The Mate 30 Pro is just an evolution of the P30 Pro's design. Higher screen to body ratio, it just feels a little bit more modern with smaller bezels all around on the sides, on the top, on the bottom, but they are definitely cut from the same cloth, these two. The Mate 30 Pro just being a little bit boxier, a little bit wider, a little bit bigger overall. Take that big notch away and it would look pretty similar to the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. But overall, the Mate 30 Pro is a very, very solid device. Of course, the Google problem in Europe anyway is going to sway a lot of people. Anyway, that's it for now, but I'll see you in the next one.